That time is 11:05 on this late Wednesday night, February 6, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Late Night News on this late Wednesday night, February 6, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11:05, and we have a temperature of 34 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Late Night News is Democrats just called Trump's investigations bluff. Accuser told Congressman alleged sexual assault a year ago, according to AIDS. Report Senator Amy Klobuchar said business stop scared of potential 2020 campaign managers. Gas exposed to Cisco shoots fire that burns multiple. Chicago man wins $20.8 million lottery prize. Toby Keepson Foxborough owned by former crime figure. Trump calls shift political attack as Democrats open new Russia probe send transcripts to Miller. New Mexico governor pulls National Guard from border side in a charade at a federal level. Representative Matt Gaetz calls for Parkland farmers to be removed from mountain on gun violence. Trump says he wants to boost U.S. legal immigration because unemployment is so low. Bipartisan Venezuela legislature fiddles over use of military force. Saudi Commission report contests U.S. findings about Khashoggi's killing. Numerical cognition in honeybees enables addition and subtraction. Trump said ISIS could lose remaining territory within a week. Talk mailed after rear-ended box truck on Route 24. Snapchat leads police to suspects in Brockton shooting. Not men sentenced for viciously beating friend in jealous rage. In Norton, police arrested two juvenile carjacking suspects Wednesday after a high-speed chase that ended when a stolen car went out of control and rolled over a Plain Street near Bay Road at 40. The two 16-year-old suspects went off and were apprehended a short time later by state and local police in the area of Susan Circle off Plain Street, according to police. Their names were not released because of their age. State police said the incident began about 11:40 a.m. when Trooper Josh McKelligan attempted to stop a stolen 2008 Lexus on Route 24 south of Brockton yesterday. Radio broadcast that Brockton police were looking for a stolen motor vehicle. The car had been carjacked from a 65-year-old man who told police he was punched in the face and the vehicle stolen by two individuals on North Main Street about 11:20 a.m. and state police pursued the vehicle, which was traveling 100 miles out to Route 495 at Raynham. The vehicle got off the highway at Bay Street exit in Taunton and continued in Norton before rolling over others with planes on the Plain Street, according to the police. Norton police, including Police Chief Broncart, responded to the scene and assisted in a search for the suspects, and they were initially taken to the Foxborough State Police Barracks, but were later taken by Foxborough Reverend and ambulances to an area hospital for treatment of minor injuries, according to state police, and both faced and specified criminal charges related to the carjacking and the crash. Chipotle to add dozen more drive-through Chipotlanes. General Motors had $2 billion profit on strong truck sales. Reuters ran that Consumer Bureau pulled new payday proposal. Go predicts profit thanks to massive layoffs. NASA moon orbiter spots change for lander and crater. 2018 was the fourth hottest year in record with NASA in an NOAA report. After making history, NASA's tiny deep space satellites go silent. Earth's magnetic north pole is shifting toward Russia, scientists said. It was take off like a wildfire that are nearing dangers of the Washington State measles outbreak. FDA reports new cases of cancer linked to textured breast implants, and 4 measles cases now confirmed in Oregon as outbreak total hits 54. Patients tested for Ebola in Pennsylvania. A Russian court sentenced a Danish Jehovah's Witnesses to 6 years in prison when they admit a crackdown on religion that Moscow has labeled extremist. The Department of Justice will investigate the Bureau of Prisons responsible last week's power outage and heating issues at the Brooklyn, New York Art Detention Center. Massachusetts upholds Michelle Carter's involuntary manslaughter conviction. Pentagon ships 250 U.S. troops on the Mexico border. Iowa mom guilty and an infant died from a rash death. President Donald Trump said Wednesday as Islamic State in Syria and Iraq should be completely defeated early next week. Paul Rue in the Senate about a second term as Edinburgh mayor. Puckter Swim Club in Plainville to reopen. Edinburgh and a city man arrested in the October connection of carjacking and Wayman have been died by a Norfolk County grand jury. Close Barkley O'Connor and Foxborough elected to be sold. Norfolk goes with interim administrator and Rehoboth election deadline nears. Bristol Aggies, Cabral looks toward playing basketball. Taunton City Council approves parcel purchase for Gallagher Court. Bridgewater Superman prepares the main trip with volunteer. As Peter Keller is hosting the backpack night. The failed backpacks with toiletries and winter gear for homeless on Thursday, February 7th in Middleburg. Volunteers are welcome. Storm killed in Bridgewater crash at Route 24. One EMF State Senator Pat O'Connor will donate more than $20,000 to campaign to receive from the employees of El Salvador about a message developed for the performance stop wave at Naval Air Station. Ice Piggin clears 146 pounds of sediment from Citrus pipes. Peter Jones News Time, 11:12 on this late Wednesday night. Time now for a Peter Channel Sports Report. Dallas Mavericks traded Harrison Barnes to the Kings for Justin Jackson, Zach Randolph. Master Indianapolis tackle Dwan Jones commits to Ohio State over Penn State and Southern California. And Celtics Mark Muslims over pressed by New York 76ers. The Dalton Lancers blow out the East Boston Jets at Foxborough Sports Center 11-2, while the Mansfield Hornets ice hockey team defeated the Brockton Boxers 9-3, and the Foxborough Warriors defeat Tri-County 8-2. The Boston Bruins fall to the New York Rangers in a shootout 4-3 in a shootout that took 7 rounds. And the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Ottawa Senators 5-4. I'm looking at some NBA scores. Brooklyn Nets 135, Denver Nuggets 130. North Pelicans 125, Chicago Bulls 120. Milwaukee Bucks 148, Washington Wizards 129. Dallas Mavericks 99, Toronto Hornets 93. Utah Jazz 116, Phoenix Suns 88, 109, 11 in the fourth quarter. And the Houston Rockets 76, 7 Kings 45 at halftime. And it was Golden State Warriors 35, San Antonio Spurs 31 at 10:45, 11 in the second quarter. Peter Jones News Time, 11:15 on this late Wednesday night. And it's time now for a Peter Channel traffic transit check. Baby! On the MBTA Fitchburg train, 4:39 p.m. inbound stop at 33.5 minutes basket between West Concord and North State due to signal issue. Worcester train 5:35, 10:30 p.m. from substation about substation operator day schedule. Rockford train 1:27, 10:20 p.m. outbound stop at 15-20 minutes basket between Chelsea Rockford due to labor auto equipment. Providence train 8:36, 8:58 p.m. inbound stop at 25-30 minutes basket between Hyde Park and substation due to train traffic. Providence train 8:35, 10 p.m. outbound stop at 15-20 minutes basket between Ruggles and Rockford due to a signal issue. And Providence train 8:38, 10:30 p.m. from Providence stop at 5-10 minutes basket between Providence and substation. And the Thursday out looking good. Okay, look at that. That was about with New England. Route 3 is up outside. So after 120 break 3 all the way down to Route 18 in Weymouth. 120 is up outside. So we're to Route 1 and then on the way to Route 95 in Canton. Route 2 on both ends is back to front between the Gardner stretch, Mass Pike West Bypass, so Westfield stretch, and Connecticut Highways, Barrett's Parkway West Bypass, Route 25 out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and up in Northern New England. Main drawback slow between Kittery all the way up to Augusta, Maine, 295. Slow between Portland and Brunswick. 93 both ends back between Coconut Highway, Route 91 in Vermont. 89 both ends back between Coconut Highway, the U.S. Canadian border. And 91 slow between Hanover and Vermont and Bedford, Vermont. 87 is up on south, so after U.S. Canadian border and upstate New York around Prosper and Champlain. Route 101 eastbound south, so Kennedy, New Hampshire. Peter Shell News Stop is 11:17 on this late Wednesday. Time now for a weather report. Rain showers from Boston vicinity and stretching around Cape Nouns and raining around Providence vicinity, but it's snowing down around Northern about Woonsocket, Lincoln, and Smithfield, and up and around Boston, Massachusetts, and it's snowing along the 495 corridor from Amesbury, Albany, and Lowell, sleeting around Worcester vicinity and northeastern Connecticut, and west central Massachusetts, and raining along the 991 corridor from Greenfield all the way down to New Haven, Connecticut, and raining for much of Connecticut, except some sleet up in the northeastern Connecticut, and raining around the Albany vicinity, and it's raining down around southern New York State and around New York City vicinity, up in the northern New Jersey, and down around Pennsylvania. And rain showers stretching all the way down to Baltimore, Maryland, and some snow up in the northern Hampshire, and much of Maine, and southern Quebec. We are on the winter weather advisory, winter weather advisory until 5 a.m. As pockets of freezing rain are expected, a total ice accumulations of trace expected in portions of eastern and southeastern Massachusetts and northern Rhode Island from now until 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday, and some freezing rain will result in areas of hazardous travel conditions tonight. Okay, forecast it goes like this for tonight. Freezing rain for midnight and rain hot low at 32 degrees east at about 5 miles coming at midnight for chance ratio 100%. New response between quarter and 7 inches possible for Thursday. Rain like rain for 8 a.m. Then patch with drizzle to chance rain after 1 p.m. Clouds about 41 degrees. Calm wind coming in northeast wind 5 miles an hour in the morning. Chance ratio is 6% new response between the 10 inches possible for Thursday for tonight. Freezing rain before midnight. Then rain low at 32 degrees east at about 5 miles coming at midnight. Chance ratio 100%. New response between quarter and 7 inches possible for Thursday night. Patch of drizzle with a chance rain before 1 a.m. Rain likely may after 4 a.m. Lower clouds got about 30 degrees. Northeast about 5 to 9 miles coming at midnight. Chance ratio 6%. New response less than 10 inches possible for Friday. Rain likely before noon. Clouds got a graduate most of the about 55 degrees and a rain too. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles gust high. 20 miles an hour. Chance ratio 6%. New response less than 7 inches possible for Friday night. Most of the coast about 22 degrees. West about 9 to 30 miles gust high. 25 miles an hour for Saturday. Saturday most of the coast about 32. Low about 16 degrees. West northwest about 5 to 50 miles gust high. 20 to 30 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunday, the most of the coast about 35, about 22 degrees. Westward about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Shipping the black west wind for Monday. Partly cost about 36, about 19 degrees. That's common. Not running 5 miles an hour. Northward about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Tuesday. Chance of snow. Part says got about 35, about 25 degrees. Eastward about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance picture is 45%. And for Wednesday, at chance raining snow. Mostly cost about 42 degrees. The level wind becoming the west about 5 to 9 miles in the morning. West kick outside 22 miles an hour. Chance picture is 40%. Right now, not in its light wave 34. That's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Late night news on this late Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. P-Words will be up. Good night with a good day to the Nazi. It's tomorrow morning, more important. Hope you have a good night.